The full benefits of electric mobility have yet to be unleashed. Converting the mobility industry to electric is an essential step to drive down emissions across the world. Yet its true potential has yet to unfold. One company, ChargeX, is thinking outside the box to drive change. Founded in 2018 in Munich, the company produces affordable charging stations that are easy to install in homes, offices, and public parking structures. While uptake of electric mobility continues to grow, there are still a few major elements holding it back when it comes to consumer adoption and delivering on climate impact. This includes the availability of renewable electricity for powering vehicles, vehicle driving range, and battery technology. One of the biggest barriers to the uptake of electric vehicles is the accessibility of charging infrastructure.
The big problem of the e-mobility industry is right now that we can see a lot of cars pushed into the market by the car manufacturers due to CO2 regulations. So they need to build their electric cars. And on the other hand side, you have a really, really difficult process for installing charging infrastructure. It starts with purchasing the hardware. Also, the installation process is difficult. And also the registration process is pretty difficult to get your charging station up and running. So we have a fast speed from the car industry and a slow speed from the infrastructure industry. And that's like the biggest problem we need to solve.
The BMVI posits that most people will not even consider purchasing an electric vehicle unless it is possible to charge it conveniently and frequently. In response, the German government has funded multiple million-euro projects to expand infrastructure installation, yet it's still not moving fast enough.
And that's why we need solutions that are way easier to install and more flexible to grow in the future. My name is Toby. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ChargeX. We are a Munich-based technology company developing a new kind of charging infrastructure. We call it the Aqueduct charging system. And this makes the transition to electric vehicles easy as pie, as it's super easy to install and flexible for the future of electric vehicles. And that's what you can buy here in Munich at our company.
The ChargeX solution includes both a hardware and a software component. The hardware is their Aqueduct charging station, which is a plug-and-play system, combined with a cloud-based software that gathers charging and energy use data.
So we are building a modular charging system. And the cool thing is that it's super easy to install, as we're using a plug-and-play system from the solar industry on the back. So you can easily plug in your charging station and, of course, extend it flexible in the future if you need more charging stations then. And the second USP is how we charge those cars. It's actually our software algorithm. And we are using a lot of mobility data that we are generating on those chargers to then decide when to charge which car. As like in all locations, we will have limited grid capacity. And it's a super important question when to charge which car, as every car needs a sufficiently charged battery when the user needs it. And only those two parts together combined make it a really unique and scalable charging solution.
While the global car market comprises less than 10% plug-in vehicle sales, many in the industry are optimistic that the plug-in vehicle market has yet to reach its inflection point. Improvements not only in charging infrastructure, but also in battery management and vehicle range are underway.
The market for electric vehicle infrastructure is directly related to the registration numbers of electric vehicles. So the more cars we have, the more charging stations we will need. And we are targeting in the year 2025 an overall market value of 30 billion euros. So a lot of charging stations to install. And we as ChargeX take our part in making this a reality.
The mission of ChargeX and others in the electric mobility space is to unleash the full potential of electric vehicles through mainstream use. While the social acceptance of electric vehicles has grown, there's still a lot to accomplish to completely phase out fossil fuel-based mobility and improve vehicles to advance consumer uptake. If companies like ChargeX succeed, their solutions could play major roles in dramatically reducing emissions from the mobility sector, allowing Europe to reach the goals of the Paris Agreement.